I don't like myself. If I could die in my sleep, don't cry my friends, there's no such thing as
Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be telling you how you can romanticize your summer. I feel like summer is the easiest season to romanticize just because usually you don't have school. I personally am gonna work, but once I leave work, like I don't have to worry about homework and all that stuff. So I'm going to be telling you how I romanticize my summers and how you can do the same. So I have 8 tips for you guys, so let's get started. Tip number 1 is to define what you want your summer to look like. This is like the first step and it's the most important step because from there you can decide what activities you want to do, what vibe you want your summer to have. So you can get inspiration from Pinterest, from books, TV shows, movies. A few examples would be like The Summer I Turned Pretty, Outer Banks, you know, any sort of summery book. And then from there you want to make a Pinterest board and make a playlist, kind of create the environment so that you can live out that definition of what you want your summer to look like. And then you can also make a vision board, either have it as your background on your desktop, on your laptop, which is what I do. You can make a physical vision board with your friends, which is a really fun thing to do, and hang it up in your room. So the first thing to really do is to have a vision in your head of what you want your summer to look like. Tip number 2 is to capture everything. This is personally my favorite way of romanticizing my summer. So taking pictures with your phone or a digital camera, Polaroid pictures. You can make TikToks or vlogs and you can keep them private for yourself, or you can post them on social media. You can also write in a journal, so not necessarily take pictures or videos, but document what your thoughts are at that moment and write it down in a journal. You just kind of want to do everything to make memories and remember them so that next summer you can look back and see all the fun you had, which is really fun to look back on and to kind of get motivated for a new season. So that is my second tip, is to make sure you capture what your summer is feeling like, because it also is going to motivate you to do fun things so that you can take pictures. Tip number 3 is to create good routines. So that's like your morning, night, self-care routine, a reset routine. Kind of want to modify those routines that you might already have from school, but for summer. So if you have a job, maybe they're going to stay pretty similar, but if you're not working or if you're working from home, then those routines are probably going to change quite a bit. And summer is like the perfect time to become that girl, or whatever your definition of that girl is. Even if you do have work, once you're out of work, you don't have anything like homework or readings or any other like responsibilities of that sort. So the rest of your time is free, which is really nice because even if you work 40 hours a week, like I personally am going to be doing, you still get like 2 full days and your mornings and your nights, well, depending on what your work schedule is, to play around with times and habits that you want to create for your summer. It's also the perfect time to implement new habits that you might have not had time or you might have lost during finals week, for example. And habits take 20 days to implement in your body. So once you've done something for 20 days straight, it's a lot easier to then keep doing it every single day. So I highly recommend using your summer to do those things and to implement really good habits so that you can keep them once you're back in school. Tip number 4 is to make a bucket list, which I have made a whole video of. I have, I think, like 100 or over 100 ideas in that video. So if you guys want to go watch that to get some ideas for yours, then you can go and watch it. I believe it's already out before this video, but some of them could be like making bracelets with your friends or chalking your driveway. I don't know if you've seen those TikTok where basically get chalk and draw fun things on your driveway or on the sidewalk. Is really fun too. Fun things like that, going to water park, movie marathon, kind of all that fun stuff to make sure you're never out of ideas to do fun things this summer. And it kind of makes you fully take advantage of the free time that you might not have during school. I know I don't have any free time during school, so I definitely use summer to do some fun things. You can also keep it on your phone or make a poster board. I've seen some people do that on Pinterest. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. Personally, for me, during the summer, I like to buy a new journal or notebook, and then in there I'll write bucket list, I'll journal, kind of have a notebook just dedicated to that particular summer. I might not use this one because it's a bit big, because obviously I'm not going to fill all of this, but also be just like something like this. It's cute and it's smaller, so yeah, you can get tons of these in like Target or anywhere really. Tip number 5 is to find a new hobby. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube which I love to watch of trying new hobbies and just YouTubers kind of exploring the hobbies that there's out there. So you can do like knitting, reading, coloring, learning a new language, or just learning a new skill. It kind of helps to make sure you're not on your phone the entire summer. I read at least every night. If not, I try to read a little bit like throughout my day. I love coloring. You can get like those type of coloring books which are really fun to do, and they're super relaxing. I love crochet. I'm not a big fan of knitting, but I love crochet. So yeah, just a bunch of fun little things. You can start a little like jewelry business if you're very artsy and crafty. I'm not, so I'm not going to be doing that, and it's actually going to help you develop useful skills. Plus it is really fun to try new things and see what you're good at or what you can improve on. So yeah, that is my tip number 5. Tip number 6 is kind of related to tip number 2, but it is to have a photo shoot with your friends. You can get a ton of cute inspiration on Pinterest of like summer photo shoots, like at the beach or at a pool or kind of literally anywhere, and you can really plan it out with outfits. And if you have a big group of friends, then it's really fun, and it kind of creates cute memories while you're shooting that photo shoot, but also creates cute pictures, and it's fun to post on social media or just to keep for yourself. You can get really creative and do a lot of fun things with that. And then the next tip is kind of related to that, but it is to make a scrapbook of your summer. I love to do this myself. I try to scrapbook at least a page every month of just things that are happening, but it is really fun to take pictures and to kind of take little knickknacks from restaurants you're going to, or tickets if you're going to a show, or like wristbands if you're going to a theme park or a water park, and just kind of get creative with all that. And then the layouts of the pages is really fun to come up with, and color schemes, all that. So it's very artsy and fun to do, and you can also do that with all of your friends together. The last tip is to plan things with other people. It's basically gonna stop you from backing out of a plan because other people are going to be waiting on you to do it, and it kind of gets you excited for summer to kind of plan things ahead. Like for me personally, I'm planning going to a festival in August and just things like that you can look forward to, but you also want to make sure you let yourself improvise during summer and not have everything planned out to a T, especially with summer activities, because a lot of them are outside, and if the weather is not good, then it can kind of ruin your plans. So it's fun to have like some sort of structure where you have some plans that you know you're gonna do, but also let yourself kind of be free and just do whatever you want. So those are my top 8 tips on how you can romanticize your summer. Comment down below what you're gonna do to romanticize your summer if I haven't mentioned it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Yeah, you know that beats. No, you can't.